A very warm welcome to my channel and thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. So it's Easter week and I'm here to share this amazing 4 ingredient no bake Oreo cheesecake. It's super easy to whip up and trust me, it tastes absolutely amazing. So if you're looking to treat yourself this Easter, then this recipe is definitely for you. I shared the biscuit cheesecake few months ago and promised to bring you this one. So just grab a seat, relax, and let's get baking. Thank you. So I have my food processor here and I'll start by adding some Oreos. And I'm using the twin packs, so I'll begin with 28 Oreos and blend them first. Since my food processor or my processor isn't big enough to take all at once. Alternatively, you can just pop the Oreos in a ziplock bag and crush them. That works perfectly too. This is the result after the first blend. Now I'll go ahead and add the remaining Oreos and blend again. So in total, I used about 38 Oreos and I'll be reserving a few for decoration, so don't worry. This is the outcome after blending. I'll just transfer the Oreos into a bowl and I'll set some aside. One part for decoration and the other part I'll just mix with my cream cheese. The next thing to do will be to melt some salted butter and I used about 94 grams. And I melted that with the help of my microwave. When I'm done, I'll just pour the melted butter into the crushed Oreos and mix everything together nicely, just like you've seen in the video. When I'm done, I'll just set it aside and move on to the next stage. Now I've got my 24 centimeter cake pan ready and I've roughly cut the baking paper to fit the bottom. I'll just pour in the Oreo mixture and begin spreading it out. So I started leveling it with the help of my fork, then switched to a spatula, but I wasn't really happy with the finish. So I had to use the bottom of a cup to press it down and even it out nicely. And just like that, this is the beautiful result. Just pop it into the freezer while we move on to the next step. Now I have 270 ml of double cream here. You can also use whipping cream if that's what you want or that's what you have. I'll pour it into the bowl and then I'll begin whisking for about 5 minutes. And this is just a tip. Just make sure your cream is at room temperature before whisking. It's much easier to work with that way. Yes. This is the outcome after whisking. Nice and thick, and I'll just set it aside for now. The next thing to do will be to crush some extra Oreos. So I'll just add 6 Oreos into my Ziploc bag and I'll use my rolling pin to crush them, but not too much. I still want a bit of texture and this is exactly how I want it. Now the next thing to do will be to cream my cheese or whip my cheese. In a separate bowl, I'll add some cream cheese. And I'm using this particular brand because it's original and also has minimal water content, which makes it very easier to work around it or work with it. So I'm using the large size, which is 280 grams, and the smaller size, which is 165 grams. So in total, I used 445 grams of cream cheese. The next thing to do will be to add half a cup of condensed milk. And you can actually use powdered sugar instead. That's totally up to you. Or you can either use powdered sugar, a bit of powdered sugar, and a bit of condensed milk. It all depends on how sweet your tooth is. That's the main reason why I love baking or I love making my own cake or cheesecake. You get to choose your sweetener and control how much goes in. Once the condensed milk is in, I'll whisk for 5 minutes just to thicken it up. And since the cream cheese has lower water content, it thickens really well. This is the result after 5 minutes, so thick and creamy. And now I'm scraping down the sides before adding the double cream. And once the double cream is in, I'll just mix everything together beautifully, just like you've seen in the video. It takes about a minute or two to do so. Then I'll go ahead and add in the crushed Oreos from earlier, including a bit of the finely blended Oreos I blended in the beginning of the video. So this is just for the texture as well. And when I'm done, I'll just mix everything beautifully. And it also takes just a few seconds to do so. If you're still here and watching, then I truly appreciate your love and support. Please don't forget to like, share, and then subscribe for more amazing videos. I have my cake pan from the freezer. I'll just pour the cheesecake mixture on top of the Oreo crust using my spatula. Then I'll begin to spread everything evenly. So for presentation purposes, I really took my time to smoothen it out nicely and also made sure I cleaned up the edges. But just look at that finish. It looks so good. To top it off, I'm using the blended Oreos I set aside earlier for decoration. So I'll just sprinkle and spread them evenly using a spoon, and that's it. Just look at how gorgeous it's turning out. So easy to make and also to follow. And oh, I almost forgot this. I needed few more Oreos for decorating the top, and I only had 3 or 4 left, so I just broke each one into half, giving me 6 Oreos, 6 half Oreos, and I used those to decorate the top. So just make sure you set some aside. At least you need to have 10 half Oreos. And just like that, we've made a very beautiful and delicious Oreo cheesecake. The next step or the next thing to do will be to refrigerate the Oreos for at least 6 hours or overnight. I popped mine in the freezer at 9:50 in the morning, and after about 5 hours, this is the outcome. To remove it from the pan, I gently popped open the sides and it was slightly stuck, so I just used my bread knife to loosen the edges, and just look at that beautiful result. And of course I had to cut it so you could see the inside. Because it was a bit firm from the freezer, I used a big knife to slice through, but honestly, just look at that. It came out so good, not overly sweet, just the way I like it. Thank you so much for taking time to watch till the end. I truly appreciate your love and support, and I hope this video was helpful. And if you ever tried this recipe, please don't forget to leave a feedback with pictures, of course, at Up Close with Abna on all socials. Make sure to subscribe and also follow us for more delicious recipes. And I'll see you in my next video. Have a blissful week. Bye.